It's here from Pop Turn. I'm speaking to Alix West Lefler about Speak No Evil. Welcome back to the show. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you too. Thank you for having me.
Oh, this is crazy. I mean, I loved the original is like one of my favorite movies of all time, and this one is up there too. I loved it so much. I kind of want to know the audition process for this. Like, how much do you know about it? Do you know it's Speak No Evil? Do you know it's a horror movie? Like, what do you know about the audition process for this one?
The audition process was actually pretty easy. I think I remember it being. Um, I just did my first audition, and then when I did my callback, um, I got the script, like the whole script, and I read it over, and oh my gosh, it was crazy. So I was so excited. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure I just did one callback, maybe
Yeah,
two. Yeah, just one.
awesome. When do you start having those conversations or about the fact that it is based on the 2022 Speak No Evil? Like, is it mentioned when you're talking to the director or writer? Is it kind of mentioned when you're talking to cast at all, or is it kind of left alone a little bit?
Um, I don't say that we really talked about it as much. Christian, that I think wrote the film,
Yep.
the 2022 film, he came to set, I think, few times. So I got to meet him and stuff and like see what his perspective on this movie was, the 2024 one.
Yep.
But I mean, it wasn't really brought up as much as like towards filming it. And I hadn't watched it because I kind of wanted to go off of what James Watkins said and
Yeah.
how like I would kind of base it off of and stuff like that.
Absolutely. As soon as your family with Mackenzie and Scoot and oh my god, your on-screen parents in this movie are so good. Like I feel like that was like acting school, just working with them. You know what I mean? um, as soon as you get to the house, something's going wrong. Is that what you notice when you're reading the script for this too? It's like, oh wow, there's a chance we're not getting out of here. Maybe you know what I mean? Is that what's going through your mind a little bit?
Um, a little bit. Definitely reading the script was insane. Definitely a lot of plot twists. I mean, when I finished reading the whole script with my mom, I was just like, "Oh no, I need more to this. Like, we're gonna need a sequel, guys." Um, but yeah, I definitely had some thoughts like that.
It's interesting because you look at Speak No Evil, you look at My Life with the Walter Boys, Dead Boy Detectives. They're all very different, but it's all acting and storytelling at the end of the day. Do you bring kind of mindset preparation from those projects to something like Speak No Evil or vice versa? Like because it's all acting, right? But or is it kind of very separate once you wrap them?
Um, Honestly, it's pretty separate. Like, I go into my different projects as completely new things to me, completely new experiences, because everything's just so different. I mean, like, my life with the Walter Boys and Speak No Evil, like, that's insane change. But yeah, I don't really bring those kind of stuff into like new projects.
We should make My Life with the Walter Boys. They should make one bonus episode that they drop, which is just like a horror movie. It's kind of like Speak No Evil, all the characters. Someone pulled a prank on one of the siblings and it went totally wrong or something. um, can you talk a little bit more about filming on location? I know the film, I believe, was filmed in Croatia and England, I believe. Were you mainly in Croatia? Were you mainly in England? Like, where were you filming this specifically?
So for about 3 months, I was filming in England,
Okay.
and then for around like 2 weeks, I was filming in Croatia.
Okay.
Filming in Croatia was so amazing. Croatia is just such a beautiful place, and all the people there are so nice. And England too. England was a fun experience.
Absolutely. Um, how cool is it to be part of you're part of a Blumhouse film at a time where it's spooky season and horror movies are like the best movies that come out now. Like, how crazy has this all been for you and your family and everything?
I was kind of fangirling at the start. Because I mean, like, Five Nights at Freddy's and Josh Hutcherson,
Yep.
from Blumhouse, which is pretty cool. Um, but I was so excited when I first found out that, like, even just getting a callback for a kind of project like this and how big it is, like,
Yep.
I was just so excited. Like I was gonna cry. That was it like just such an amazing experience and I'm so grateful for it.
Absolutely. All right, let's talk some spoilers. Spoiler alert for people in the comments. You watched the original, you watched this first kind of 30 minutes, very similar films, you know what I mean? Like family, they meet on vacation, your family goes and gets invited, goes over, things start getting a bit weird. Um, but then the last like 45 minutes of this movie, you know, crazy, similar kind of things happen and crazy things happen where your family is in trouble, but the motives and the reasons are different. You know what I mean? So maybe because you didn't watch the original, you don't know much about it, but what was it like filming the stuff that's the last kind of 45 minutes where like the jig is up, you can't leave, you know, James and Aisling have you guys like, you know, in the room and everything, trying to like rob you. Like it's all wild to me, but like what's going through your mind like filming all that stuff?
Um, honestly, not a lot was going through my mind.
And then
No,
you and Ant like figured out everything, like you were discovered it. You like saved your parents.
yeah, pretty much. But I mean, it was like I know that'd be kind of crazy for a lot of people, and it was really crazy, but it was also so much fun and all of the stunt work and stuff. Like I love doing stunt work. That was so much fun. Like new experience and stuff. But it was so cool just to be on set every day
Mhm.
and doing night shoots. I find is really fun. A lot of people don't like night shoots, but I don't know. I like them. I'm a night owl. Um, but yeah, honestly, like not a lot was going through my mind. Just like it was fun. It was fun.
Um, Not the last scene of the movie. The second last scene of the movie is insane insanity with ants. What was going? What was that like? Kind of seeing that filming and all the reactions and the scream and everything.
It was really interesting. And especially because Dan, that was the first thing that Dan has ever acted in. And he did such an amazing job. Like he's such an amazing actor. And he really took all of the pressure of everything on so well. And he did such a great job. Um, but it was really cool watching it. And like just seeing him being able to do all that stuff and we were really close on set, so seeing him being able to get like the spotlight and stuff was so cool and so sweet to watch.
At some point, do you think like you know in a couple of years you're gonna really kind of like look at the original, look at the one you did, and maybe kind of like analyze both of them and like see like the differences and similarities like in a couple of years? Is that something you want to do?
Yeah, probably. I'll probably do that soon, actually. Because I mean, I just didn't really get to watching the film because,
Yeah,
like I said, I really wanted to base it off of myself and like see where,
and not get in your headspace and everything. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and see where it was really just gonna take me and where the character was gonna take me. But I definitely want to really go through the movies, like both movies, and see how different both of them were and how different me and I guess the other Agnes were.
Absolutely. And I'm really excited to ask you this because my life with the Walter Boys, you're literally working with like 15 people all the time. This, you're mainly working with, you know, 5 people, right? So big difference, you know what I mean? Like a smaller cast. Um, is it different? Is it similar? Like, what is that mentality? Like working on like my life with Walter Boys with like a big cast versus something like Speak No Evil where it's just like 2 couples and their kids basically. I'm just curious about that.
Um, I mean, it was different, but also the same because on My Life with the Walter Boys, we're all just like a huge family. We're all just like really close together. And, but also on Speak No Evil, we're also a really close family, set family, and we're really close. I mean, the amount of people was definitely different,
Yeah.
but also it was such a big crew on Speak No Evil too, which I was also so close with all of the crew, which made it still a lot of people.
Mhm.
But I mean, Speak No Evil also made it more of like a, how do I say it, like a homey film.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't really have like that big of a family,
Yep.
and also Speak No Evil wasn't as many people.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely. Now,
we're-
James McAvoy is absolutely insane in this movie, and I'm wondering, maybe not the parts where he's like actually crazy, because maybe you're all like terrified, but the parts where he starts laughing, like, of course I'm a bloody doctor. Did anyone ever break? Did he ever break you, or like Scoot or Mackenzie or Ashley? Did anyone break? Sometimes when he was laughing crazy, because it's like so out of control.
Nobody could break these actors. I swear, they're professionals, like they're pros. But definitely during rehearsals, we'd have a lot of fun, like changing up the scene and stuff, and like just making fun out of it.
Mhm.
But I mean, these are really good actors that we're talking about. I mean, like Ashling, James, Scoot, Mackenzie, they're so good. So, but
Absolutely.
James was definitely a funny person though.
Did anyone give you any kind of advice from a storytelling acting advice? Like, did Mackenzie, Scooter, James, or Ashland give you any advice that maybe you could take for past, like previous for future projects specifically? Or
I mean, like just watching them all was really just a learning experience and stuff, but
yeah.
I'd also have a lot of talks with Scoot. And mostly his like what he would say was just stay grounded, like be humble and do what you really want to do. Only do what you want to do and stuff. Um, yeah.
Absolutely. And Speaking of Evil did really well in the theater. Is now available to watch at home, which is really exciting as well. Perfect for spooky season. I'm probably gonna watch like 3 more times. Gonna watch the original and then watch this one again. I'm probably gonna watch them total after October, like before November 1st. I'm probably gonna watch them both 18 times.
As you should. Yeah.
I will. And it's gonna be awesome. No, because now I really want to like compare the two again. I need to go back and rewatch. I've already watched it 2 more times.
Mhm. Oh.
So I'm just saying.
Mhm.
I love these movies. Alex, so great chatting with you again. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. This was so
Um,
much.
of course, Alix West Lefler on Instagram, so they could check that out as well. And Speaking of Evil is available now to watch at home. And this has been Pop Turnative, youtube.com/Pop Turnative for previous episodes. Till next time, this is Alix West Lefler, who you can catch in Speak No Evil, and Petey Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Pop Turnative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Pop Turnative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.